What's up, everybody? It's your boy KJ here, and it's time for some news. You may have noticed that there is a buttload of stuff that is just gone from the channel now. We're gonna get into it. So, this all starts with rinse repeat. As we all know, got his channel terminated, kaput, the entire thing. Come to find out, ultimately through the investigative talents of Orbital Bacon, there's basically one company that was to blame. I guess BKN has this not parent company or this other company that is handling their affairs. And essentially what ended up happening is the guy's just going out and he's just striking everyone. Never mind the blocks, he's just going straight for the jugular. So how did we find this out? Through our awesome relationship that we have with Pro One, who is the proprietor of Super Saturday Morning. So shout outs to Super Saturday Morning. If you haven't gone and subscribed to them, go look for them and go subscribe to them. They're on Saturdays as well. He sent me an email, or not an email, but a message in Discord the other day, and was essentially letting me know the whole situation. Orbital had a segment on his Friday show, Sterner Stuff, where he's talking about, some of the stuff that was happening, and that he'd actually been in contact with this guy who is the manager of, the media manager in this company who is running stuff for BKN. I guess what it amounted to is that the guy really didn't know what he's doing with the stuff because he's new to it or unfamiliar with it or something like that, is still figuring things out. You know what I mean? He I guess from the way it was described by Orbital, he had to kind of walk him through a couple of little things just to prevent himself from getting hit a million times. So, long story short, he had to go through his channel and he had to go and ransack the whole entire thing and basically take out all of the videos that had any of the list of videos basically new to the general YouTube restriction list. So, Pro is telling me, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be going through and scrubbing my channel. I'm biting the bullet, and I'm going to take out the entire videos. So I says to him, you taking out the cartoon or the whole video? He says, I'm taking out the whole video. He's like, I'm better that than a strike. And frankly, he's right, because we've just come off of 2 consecutive strikes, so we've basically been on a strike for half a year now. Straight. We've been in strike status for half a year. Ugh. So I went through, downloaded the ones that I didn't still have as far as the whole videos, and got my own copies of those, made sure I had double copies of those or whatever, and then I just cut them off of the whole site. But beyond that, I also have cut series from the channel, which is getting into the second part of what we're talking about here, the second story. We're cutting everything except for the new Maxout Power Block on Monday and the Saturday shows. Everything is going. Now, Friday Night Sucks is going back to Friday Night Sucks. This week, we're leaving it in. We're letting Thursday's Animami and Friday Night Sucks, we're letting those play through, and we're going to have one more Thursday and Friday for that here on Maxout. Hopefully all goes well. After that, I'm deleting those videos. I've already deleted all the other videos. They are already on Friday Night Sucks, the channel, which I will be putting a card up right here so that you can see the link to go to it. But also, I will also, in the description, be putting the links for all of these things, all of these different channels. But Friday Night Sucks will be coming back. It will be coming back sooner than later, because what the plan was that I was going to run through these syndicated episodes that we had that were left over from the regular Friday Night Sucks, and then I was going to make more. But looks like we're going to be jumping the gun because we only got one more week left here, and I'm probably going to kickstart a couple of episodes to put over there just to have something going. And Animami, I'm not going to make anything new with that, but if you liked the show, you can go on over to Friday Night Sucks and you can see the episodes over there. You can watch all of them, even the ones that wouldn't re-upload over here on Maxout. So go to Friday Night Sucks, go look for Animami, the playlist over there, and you will be able to see everything. And there's a bunch of stuff that I didn't even have over here. So if you like the show, go head on over to Friday Night Sucks, watch those, get all caught up. Now, come to what I'm going to do with that is the same thing that I'm going to do with the full series showcase, Maxout Showcase, and the movies that we had. Now, I left a few, just a few, but pretty much, I mean, like 90% of everything else, of the movies, of the full series, they're all gone now. They're going to be re-uploaded. I know I said I was going to do this already. I gotta get a different phone number verification so that I can do that, and I haven't been able to do that yet. We'll have pretty much weekly programming on the other channel as well, until everything's all caught up and everybody's all caught up. But that is what we have going on with the channel, and if you are looking for stuff and you can't find it, don't fret. Well, at least as far as the other stuff. As far as the Max Out episodes, those are gone. Those won't be coming back. Basically, there's going to be like a whole rehashing again of the format of the channel because we have to adjust to what's going on. So we did have this decade thing that we were going to be doing, and we were going to be changing it out like that. But to keep it safe and to be secure, I think that we are going to, in the near future, start shifting over to a somewhat regular schedule. Not completely regular, but we're going to have to figure out how to make it a somewhat regular schedule so that we can stray more in the safe zone. Because we've been straying in the danger zone and pushing that envelope, and to be perfectly honest, if it wasn't for but if it wasn't for Orbital announcing this stuff, and telling everyone in his Sterner Stuff video, Pro wouldn't have heard it, I wouldn't have got wind, and I would have still had the 34 videos that were putting us in the danger zone. Like, we were just waiting to get plucked off. Just, like, waiting. Because, I mean, we had everything on that, almost everything on that list. So, big thanks to Orbital Bacon. Big thanks to Pro. Expect a lot of changes for the channel. We're still going to have cool stuff. If you have not yet, subscribe to Maxout 2.0 because there's gonna be stuff going on over there soon, like real soon. So make sure that you're over there and ready to watch. Now, a couple personal things before we're done. Not really personal, but channel related, but on a personal level. Just because of this situation, and because Orbital Bacon has come into the light of something that, like, we really need to mention. I feel like we need to mention the relationship between Orbital and I, which is, there is none, but I've heard people say, and I've had people come into the chat and, like, basically allude to, like, they know I hate Orbital, or like I've had a couple of people from Orbital's chats that came in, and they're, like, immediately, like, trying to defend themselves because they're over where we're at. Here's the thing. There is no hate for Orbital Bacon. Of all of the channels, like, I've engaged with and spoken to Pro, the captain, over at Saturday Morning Serials, Mode Media, and a couple others that I don't really want to mention. The reason why, like, we really don't interact with Orbital that much is because of the audience, right? We're a family-based unit. Like, that's what the Max Squad is, and, like, the whole Max Out scene. Like, for the most part, we're all, like, a family-based unit. Like, our base audience expects PG to PG-13 at worst. You know what I'm saying? So, and probably even G. Probably, like, G to PG-13. That's where we're sitting at. In Orbital's area, it's much racier, if you know what I mean. So it's just about maintaining that separation, and that basically is all there is to it. We don't hate Orbital Bacon. We don't have super beef with them. That like, if you're coming from over there and you're coming to us, just know it's all fine. There's no beef. It's just about basically, like, respect of the audience. I'm not gonna bring my family-oriented self in the middle of your stag party, and I don't expect people from the stag party to bring stag party behavior over to the family area. Like, that's all. Literally, that's all there is to it. So, shouts out to Orbital. Really appreciate you thinking about everybody, putting the information out there. It was really cool of you to make that announcement, and as detailed as you did. Now, one last thing. While we're on the topic of friends and channels, there is one thing that I have to clear up. I have to clear this up because of what I have noticed with it. There is another channel that is called Saturday Morning Media Machine. So, Saturday Morning Media Machine has recently had an explosion of subs out of nowhere. Literally over the course of the past 2 or 3 months has doubled subs every month. So roughly about, 4 months ago they were at 2.5, something like that. The next month 6, the next month 15, the next month 27, which is where they're currently sitting. Now, why do you care about another channel's growth, KJ? Is what I'm sure everyone is asking. When you Google our name, a whole bunch of stuff comes up, right? A whole bunch of stuff for Saturday Morning Cartoon Maxout comes up when you Google Saturday Morning Cartoon Maxout, right? You see our stuff, you see stuff from Facebook, our social media interaction, you see Reddit posts about us, you see where people have written articles on certain websites about us, right? There's like a paper trail, you know what I'm saying? And when I Googled Saturday Morning Media Machine, I see their stuff mixed with our stuff. Not only that, I was asked if we are Saturday Morning Media Machine. So that was basically the tipping point to where I'm here explaining to you, A, we are not Saturday Morning Media Machine. We are not. That is, they have nothing to do with us. They are their own thing, and that is not us. So, just want to clear that up. We absolutely wish everyone the best, of course. We want to give thanks again to Orbital Bacon, and again to Pro One and Super Saturday Morning, of course. We have a great working relationship. Speak to them regularly. I go over there and I watch fights with them. I watch UFC with them in their Discord. As I've told them, I feel like we're friends. You know what I mean? I feel like we're friends. So, they're good people. The informative chain that we have between Pro and now Orbital Bacon is super valuable. And I think that that's something that we should really try to push throughout the whole community and help out the cause. We're trying to keep them alive in the world. We're all working together to basically do the same thing. So I respect everyone who's reaching out, everyone who's trying to keep it cool and trying to, maintain that chain of communication with everybody. And Max Squad, make sure you keep your eyeballs and your ear lobes peeled and open for the new updates in the channel and for the new uploads on the other channel. And that's basically all there is to it. That's your news for today. I'm your host, KJ, and we will see you Thursday right here on Saturday Morning Cartoon Maxout. Yeah.